What's happening, Hardscapers? Today we're going to be gluing some caps. Let's get into this. All right, today I'm going to be spending the day getting these caps adhered. It's about time. We're rolling through this. I'll show you what we're doing. So here's what we do for gluing. We do for each piece 2 small lines. You don't want to add too much glue. If you add too much glue, this gap here will be closed off and it won't allow any water to go through. Any water that gets underneath these, we want to go and follow the slope of the concrete underneath these. So if we have that gap bridged with glue, that water is not going to work its way through. And what's going to happen is it's going to give it stop there, and then in the winter when it freezes, it's going to pop these caps off. So we want to ensure that we've got parallel lines, especially if we're doing 2 lines, about 1/4 inch and through the entire piece from the nose to the back. You don't want to overload the glue on the top end on here, otherwise you're gonna see it if you look at it directly through this. Now this glue can be used concrete to concrete, and that's what we did in this situation. We kept the concrete where it is. It's still in really good shape, minus that one piece that we had to break out earlier in the last year. But for the most part, I feel confident that this is gonna hold up really well to our coping. And now we've got those nice, clean, smooth lines coming all the way across here. So this is our Paver Bond adhesive. Now it's not a typical adhesive that I do use, but it was recommended to me. I do like a very flexible adhesive. Typically, you'll see me with the wall caps when I glue those on, doing that. But this is an excellent adhesive based on being able to test on these areas, as well as I've used it in the past from time to time. Good thing is that it does work on wet surfaces and frozen block. However, I just err on the side of caution and I try to use it above 5 degrees Celsius, and then I try to make sure that the block is actually completely dry before I use it. So what I do when you see me in this time lapse is I clean off the concrete. Ensure there's no residue, there's no dust. I use my brush, I blow it off, and then I make sure that the bottom of the actual caps are completely dust free as well, because this will not work on dusty surfaces. Clean those off and then go ahead, do my 2 lines. And then I'll also glue the side here and then put it down. And I just move along the entire area. So here we are, caps all adhered here. So going through this probably took me about a day's worth of work. Had a little bit of issues in here, so I had to cut a few more there. We have that little notch cut there that won't be shown once that diving board goes on top here. But going through here, this area from that cut all the way to that corner of the step, I know for sure took me 3.5 hours. So if I add in that corner of that step over to that pin, I would say that's another 3.5 hours at least there. So about 7 hours. And then I still have a little bit of work to do with these ones in here. A few more cuts, but I'm gonna save that for a little bit later. Hey, I hope this video has helped you in some way. Please like this video if you found it helpful for whatever reason. This is in a series of videos from this project from start to finish. So there's gonna be a playlist popping up somewhere here that you can click on, see this project from start to finish. Comment below any questions that you may have, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more hardscaping content like this. Thank you so much for watching.